Hi there, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Motivational Monday. I've taken a bit of a break from the Motivational Monday videos, but I'm back again today. Today we are going to be making a little goals book. I find that I have ideas and things that I want to achieve in my head, but I really need to get them down on paper. I find that really helps for me. There's one thing about just keeping it in your mind, but there's also something about writing something down that it also kind of cements it in a little bit. I don't know, I just achieve things better once they're down on paper. So today I'm making this little mini goals book to help me achieve. I've got a video so I can show you how I've made it. And the idea being then I can write things down that I want to achieve, but also tick them off with a date once they have been achieved. And I like the idea then of going through and actually seeing what I am achieving. I think sometimes you can feel that you're a bit stagnant and maybe you're not really doing too much or achieving too much. So actually having it down in black and white, you can actually see what you are achieving and what you still need to achieve. There's also something else I wanted to add actually, and that is for me, for several years now, I haven't set New Year's resolutions. They don't work for me. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I used to set these New Year's resolutions and they were just almost forgotten. But I find that by setting myself goals to achieve, smaller goals rather than these huge great big, yep, I'm going to do this year, by breaking things down and having small goals, I find that I'm achieving a lot more this way. So for me, I do goals at the start of the year and not New Year's resolutions. So these are the ingredients for my goals mini book. Now this was the DIY bag. These are all bits from the Chase Your Dreams kit, which I think is actually out of stock now. So I am going to be making a little mini book. I'm going to take the acetate and fold it in half, and this is going to be my cover for the mini book. Don't panic if it's not perfect. That's certainly never something that I worry about. And that's that. And I am going to be painting on here, and I'm going to pop that just inside when it's done. I think I'll trim it down so it fits nicely. And that's going to be the front cover that we will see on the front there. And my pages are just going to be simple printer paper. I want it to be something that I can easily write on, and I'm going to fold that and cut that to size as well. That's cut down. It's slightly smaller than the acetate, which is what I wanted, and my plan is then to staple it to the front. So I'll do the painting first because then it's got time to dry while I mess about with the pages. I think I'm going to do 2 feathers there, and I'm going to do some blue around the outside first. Let's bring that a bit closer. I'm using this lovely set of watercolours that my sweet friend Danielle bought for me. Oh, look at that. And I'm not going to go crazy. I want to keep the artwork to a bit of a minimal really. I might add a little bit of green as well. I just love watching watercolours blend. There's something so satisfying about that. I'm going to leave it like that. That can dry. And I'm going to work on the pages. I will come back and I'm going to do the feather when this has dried off a bit. I'm not sure how many pages I'm going to need, so I'm going to make a book where I can add extra if I want. I've folded the A4 paper over and I'm going to mark it off. I want it to be smaller than the cover, so let's bring that down a little bit lower, and then I can mark off in pencil where I want to cut it. And as easy as that, that's my pages inside my book. Keep the pages inside. I'm going to use my Big Bite, and I'm going to create or make a couple of holes like that. I'm taking the string from the tag and I am going to colour that. I've just taken some paper from my bin and I'm just going to paint the string just just to give it a little bit of colour. Actually, let's add a little bit of pink in there as well. There we go. And I've got some bluey pink thread, and I'm just going to leave that to dry. On my first page, I'm going to take one of the notes from the kit. I'm going to trim that down so it fits, and I'm going to pop that on there. Double-sided tape, and I'm going to take one of the stickers from the treat bags I'm dreaming of. And what I'm going to do, I am going to create the pages. I don't want to be doing, I want to be able to track my goals and that kind of thing, but I don't want to be having to rewrite them or write them up because I've only done a couple. I'm going to do them all in one go, and that way I'm more likely going to keep up the noting down of all my goals and how they're going. So my pretty watercolours are dry, and maybe not quite. I'm going to attempt, where's my water? I'm going to attempt to do the feather in pinks, no particular order. I'm just going to do them in different pinks and see how that goes. Using the stencil here, obviously holding it down is a must so it doesn't move. How this was going to look. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I'm going to do another one here. Oh, let's just squidge that down a little bit. Made a bit of a splodge at the bottom there, so let's soak some of that up. It's not too bad. Oh, that's quite pretty, doesn't it? I'm going to leave that to dry. And oh look, I've managed to get paint on the front there. That was clever of me. In that case, I might need to add something on that in a minute. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of decoration inside the book. I've got some pan pastels here, and I'm going to use those because it's something that I don't want in really bright colours, because I want to be able to, by the way, by turning the stencil over on the opposite direction, you get it going. You can use it in both directions then, or opposite directions. I want it to be something that I can actually write over the top. Now I'm just going to add to my front cover. And staple that inside. Together with my colourful string. I'm just going to pop this at the bottom here, just to cover up that splotch. And let's add, I'm dreaming of 2019 goals. Like that. And there's my cute little book. all ready for me to fill out. I'm just going to take the stamp from the kit and add a few little stars. Do them in a bright pink. And actually I've made quite a few little splodges. Actually, do you know, using the pastels was really messy. I want to pop something on there as well. So it's quite a good way of covering up some of the inky mess. And adding some extra decoration as well there. So I'll just give you a quick flick through. I haven't actually added anything word-wise. I wanted to cover the back of the watercolour paper, so I've actually just stuck in some paper from the kit. I've added that. I've still got some double-sided sticky tape showing. And then I'm going to start adding my goals and tick things off as I go along, or anything else that I achieve I'm going to write in it. I think it will be a really good way then to look back as time goes on and actually see what I'm achieving, because sometimes I think you kind of don't realize how much you're actually doing and how well you're doing. So actually having it in a book I think will be really good to look back on. Plus, I also believe actually sometimes by writing things down really helps you achieve more rather than just having them in your head. So I've just put the month, and I will continue this through, and then on this side I will, when I start something, I think I'll write the date. I'll also add the date then with a tick when I've finished that item. On the other side, I want to see what I'm achieving, and then any other things that I've got coming up that I also want to set as a goal for that particular month, I will continue to write them through. I just think it's a really good way of tracking goals, keeping on top of things. The amount of times I have an idea and then I forget, so it's a way of keeping track of goals as well as seeing afterwards what I've actually achieved as well. I do like that feel-good feeling when you look back and you've seen how much you've actually done. Now, obviously you don't have to make a book like this. You could even write your goals down in a notebook. It doesn't have to be something handmade. I just really like doing this kind of thing. Write it in a notebook, write it at the back of your planner, just have it down. I think it really, really helps. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope it's motivated you and maybe helped you set some goals or thought about goal setting. I find by having it written down, like I said, it really, really helps me. Thank you so much. Please leave me a comment below. I would love to know what your goals are this year or this month. I'm breaking mine down month by month. I find them much easier to achieve that way. I don't like whole great big pictures. Sometimes I find it a bit daunting. I like to break things down, so this way is a perfect way for me. Let me know how you are going to be achieving your goals this year. Thank you so much for watching, and please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.